I have your attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I went. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Let's see if, it's showing everything on my end. For some. It's showing everything. Well, it's showing, it's giving me an error. But it is actually showing me that I am good. I had to restart. That's why I was late. And hey, hey Joey, hey Arlene. I don't know what is going on. Miss Ginger, if you wouldn't mind putting my neighbor on your prayer list. He cheated death. He was a passenger in a vehicle, 22 years old, lost control, went under the rear end of a dump truck, and rolled the car. He's in the passenger seat. Rolled the car 6 times down an embankment. He is still alive to talk about it. And I told him he wants to thank the good Lord because he should not be here with us. And his dad is a retired police officer, and he was in Winnipeg, headed up to Nunavut to work a month, come home for a month and go up for a month. For some reason, the good Lord delayed his flight, or he would have been 5 days trying to get home. Anyways, yeah. Reese. He's home. Shouldn't be. He should still be in traction because he did break his neck. They sent him home 4 hours after. And being a person who went through that, not through a car accident, but through an operation, kind of hits a little close to home whenever I can look out that window and see his house. And we were told that the person wasn't very well. Well, thank God, stories got mixed up, and we were told that one person may not make it. Well, I can say that as of last night, he is still here. It just, why they, a major car accident, and he's sent home 4 hours after they life flighted him to the trauma center. He's nowhere out of the bush yet. He's in a what I call a soft neck brace. Man, that's two in the matter of 3 days. You know, um, one of the guys that I used to work with, his daughter passed, and to find out because of HIPAA rules, you know, well, and Debbie had no idea um, till last night, and of course, I'm good friends with the father, and kids honestly think they're invincible. I guess I just had a shield around me. Um, we just about, honest to God, whenever I was growing up, we used to come up to where I live right now, and our supervisor lived up here. And we had a friend who had a souped up car, and we just about died on the corner, literally not even a quarter mile from my house. We had the car full of guys. Driver wasn't drinking, but excessive speed. And he hit the side. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Hey, Sue. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just asking for prayers for my neighbor. Uh, his young lad broke his neck last week. So we're trying to, you know, I still don't know how, like I said to his dad last night, hopefully he realized he cheated death. The good Lord doesn't want him yet. And he's like, right now, nobody wants him. Anyways, oh man. It just, you know, kids have no idea. And he went with a guy that he barely even knew. The guy was a complete moron. Well, there was three of them in the car. Two of them ended up at the trauma center in Ottawa. And I think my neighbor got the worst of it. C2 is broken. And he's got tendon, I forget his dad sent me a bunch of things last night. I think tendon, pulled a tendon also in the neck. So it even if you're not a religious person, how that how can you explain going underneath a dump truck and rolling down an embankment 5 to 6 times? There's no explanation for it other than a higher power. It's wow. I don't know. So, on a lighter note, It's been raining here for 2 days. We'll take the rain. Because Lord knows we had a dry summer. Oh my goodness, Ginger, I saw something, the coolest thing last night about 2 o'clock this morning. I was watching YouTube and I was going to email you the link and then I fell back asleep. Um, but your loofah sponges. I know some people just use it, you know, for scrubbing. I can't believe the uses for loofah. Like soles for shoes. Um, Scrubbing of dishes. Like it just went on and on and on about the different uses of loofahs. And I was like, wow, it's that's kind of neat. You think about it, of course, it would work. But yeah, like just to strain like bigger seeds and stuff like that. Um, yeah, it was just what's going on, Goob? What's up, big guy? My boy, he's just been moping around today. He, uh, he, how do you? We're gonna build another house out of loofahs. We have so many of them. Oh, it's you know, it showed like just I'll try to send it to you via Instagram or something. But it was really cool the different uses of loofahs. But yeah, and the the uses of loofahs for like soles of your shoes on the inside whenever it's dried out and they soften it. It's yeah, it's really neat. And they said like over time it disintegrates. Well, it forces you to change um, your soles of your shoes that you're supposed to change anyways. But it was yeah, it was pretty cool, Joey. And I'm sure, you know, it's going to be Ginger, aka the loofah lady. And what else? What else have I got going on today? I'm making spaghetti sauce today. Or pasta sauce, whatever you want to call it. I am just rendering it down right now. Um, I'm thinking it's going to be a 2-day event. Because I've got one of, I don't even know how big, 6 or 7 quart containers. So, hey, Christian. And who else is all in here? Let's say Wendy's in here. Howdy, howdy. Virginia. Susan, I already said hi. Joey, Ginger. So, yeah, that's going to be my mission today is, and do you think I can find the same recipe I used last year? Nope. Hey, Miss Lisa. But yeah, so I'm not going to be on here too long today. Um, I have to go pick up my darling wife from work. I have, well, I kind of turned down the pasta sauce right now. um, so once it renders itself a little thicker, then I will, yeah, try to take out the seeds. Um, yeah, that's going to be the hardest thing. What I might have to do is just render down a little bit today and then put it in freezer baggies. And then, because we've already had a frost, so our gardens are done. G'day, Backlash. Um, yeah, like I've already got all my tomatoes pulled. There's our. I probably could have got more. Yeah, I probably could have got more if I would have covered them up, but we weren't supposed to get frost and we got a heavy frost. So, um, honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do next year. Um, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep doing a garden. It just, the only thing I like about it is obviously you know what you're putting in, there's no pesticides, but I don't have the room for raised gardens. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, Jess. How's Panda doing, Backlash? And are you back to work, or are you still in Aircast, or what? I haven't seen you in a little bit, so like I say, it's just been one thing after another here. Um, oh, I do that inside, Jesse. I don't do that in my garden. I'll still do the starts for my community. Absolutely. Always have, you know, several years I've done that. So I've been catching up at work. I'm doing. Amen, brother. Feel your pain. G'day, Johnny. So now that we have more people, my next door neighbor, same age as my son, was in a horrific traffic accident the end of last week. He broke his neck. Um, the good Lord didn't want him right now because there was three of them in the vehicle. They went underneath a dump truck, and that slowed them down enough that they only rolled down an embankment 6 times. I know, only. So, whatever people can keep that young man in their thoughts and prayers, please. That would be amazing. He's still not out of the bush yet. Um, we're not sure. His dad and I were talking last night, and we're still not sure what is up with the doctor. The neurosurgeon at the trauma center should never have sent him home. Like, he should be in traction. Um, hopefully, he will not have to be rotted like I am, especially at his age. Um, so sad. But again, kids, they think they're invincible. He's just lucky that the good Lord didn't want him right now. He's got other plans for him. And that's what I said to him. I said, "You just won the lottery, son." And yeah, it is what it is. And we've had COVID through the house. We've had pneumonia through the house. My hay fever has been atrocious. Um, I might as well get up in the morning, turn a faucet on in my nose, and turn it off whenever I go to sleep. It's crazy. The amount of like symptoms, and I could take some hay fever medicine, but I find if you take it, it slows it down a little bit, doesn't stop it. So it is what it is. 13 houses have been sold across the way. No, the stuff that we use is Arius. I don't know if you guys can get it down there or not. Um, we both, my son and I, it's the only one that actually works. We've tried everything. But, hey, Aunt Lynn, how are you? But, Aunt Lynn, I was just saying, oh, Accept. Okay. Sorry, guys. We're working at expanding the doctor's offices in our hospital, and I was just invited to a meeting, so they needed a yay or nay. But all my specialist appointments are the next day, so good to go. But anyways, yes, Aunt Len, if you guys can keep my neighbor in your thoughts and prayers. He broke his neck in a traffic accident. He has not lost mobility as of yet. Oh my God. I go out live and my phone never stops the entire time. I'll send it to voicemail. Hey, 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 sissy. It, yeah. He, they went underneath the dump truck. Dump truck spit them out, and they went over the embankment. Anyways, he was not driving. He was a passenger, and yeah, the good Lord decided, I don't want you right now. You go on back. I'll, whenever you're home, Glenda, I'll show you a picture. Man, oh man, he should be going around into the schools giving presentations because wow. And of course, dad being an ex police officer, they everybody knew who he was. So, anyways, they life flighted him out. After surgery, after they put him back together, they sent him home. Somebody I think might be in a in some caca. Um, my next door neighbor, Glenda, same age as Kyle. It, yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Well, if you're home, like That's why we were always adamant with our kids on who they went with. And even to today, if they're going out with friends, I'm like, I give them the riot act and they're adults. I'll send you the least of the there's a couple of pictures that I want you. That's one of the better pictures. We had two hurricanes with crosshairs on us. Oh, yeah. How far are you in from the coast, Backlash? Oh, don't look then. If you're eating lunch, don't look. Mm-mm. 60, Joey? 60 miles. Wow. Well, how far would you be from Miss Anne? I think you're more south than what she is. Because Lord knows that's all she'd need right now is to go through. That's the least. Okay, they're about 30-mile difference. So she's closer to the. I know she isn't that far from the coast. I honestly, I have not. Yeah, and Joey, it's well, I'm wearing my beware of the cobra chicken. So it's not that it's cold, it's damp because we've had a lot of okay, I yeah, I've delivered in Greenville before. There's a magazine manufacturer. Well, that was 21 years ago. There was a magazine manufacturer. We used to take paper down to Greenville. Oh my goodness. Pandas 8. Wow. Hey, Tiffany, how are you? Hopefully, all is well. Um, so, I do believe I missed Remy whenever he was up here because he was staying with friends about an hour from here. And I was in a conference last week in Ottawa. and now you're back. Man, you guys were all within an hour, and I would never have even came to see is with the chance that I'm a carrier of the COVID. And yeah, COVID's going around up here. Um, Debbie's still got it, but she's how is it? Once you break a fever, then it's not contagious anymore. And she broke a fever. What's today? Thursday. When Tuesday afternoon, she would have broke her fever. Yeah. So the way it is up here, um, COVID is just it's like what H1N1 was back in the day. It's just a bad cold, is what it is. And medical professionals, so long as they don't have a fever, they're expected to be at work. So, and oh, Glenda, yeah. Well, the other day, whenever you heard her talking, she's just as bad. So, um, yeah, she's not like other than breaking the fever, she's got all the same symptoms and whatever, but she has to go to work because they're, if, one bout of COVID could blow all her holiday or all her sick days. Yeah, no, and yesterday she worked 12 hours and she came home last night and she was like death warmed over. Now she's only, I yeah, she's only 8 hours today. But yeah, no, she's not having a good time right now. I just wish it would break. And you know, they say that Brooke had my middle had pneumonia. We're starting to think that she was the one who gave it to Debbie. And I know that, you know, Debbie, she's religious on how she wears her PPE at the hospital and her, her alcohol wipes and all that. She's religious in that. Like it after every patient and before every patient, she is using the whatever it is, the alcohol disinfectant or whatever. So yeah, no, it just sucks that and Anyways, it gets pretty political. You know, they're looking after elderly people, like especially in old age homes. They're mandated to go back to work after their temperature breaks. I still say that you're still susceptible to moving it forward. Yeah, there's no preventing it anymore. It is what it is, and you know it. Whenever you know, and trust me, I am the last person that would say, you know, flu shots or stuff like that. But our flu shots aren't even out yet. They usually don't come out till the end of October, 1st of November. Sure, you can take a chance, but if the pharmacy has any, it's based on last year's sickness. Well, there's total different strains of flus for flu shots, and you know, um, yeah, a lot of people here are having pneumonia, COVID. Yeah, well, again, if there's one thing that the president of 4 years ago did was mass immunization. Yeah, there was some people that passed right away from it, but it also, yeah, I'm going to shut up now. Now I'm getting too political. And Lord knows there's enough of that in the world. That's why I haven't even turned on the TV. So that's why, that's why whenever you said about being in the crosshairs, I had heard that there was one um, Southern Caribbean last week. So yeah, it would make sense. Amen. Amen. And I'm just not a grandpa yet. And you know, it is what it is. And you know, there's a huge um, conglomerate to get vaccinated. We just had an outbreak here in Canada. Well, I think you guys did too, of measles. Like, what in goodness name are we? The measles. There's a simple injection, and uh, do. Sir Grace is putting our car seat back in the car. Yes, that date is coming up next week. Oh boy. Not that Gigi likes, having baby number one around, you know. Oh, it's so much work. Folks, I'm being facetious. I know what that little one means to Gigi. And every time she talks about her, she glows. And I honestly think that your number one is going to be like our number two. And I mean, our middle child. I can just see it in her eyes. Hey, let's face it. That's why we became parents, was for grandkids. That's why I'm telling mine, get on it. I can't live forever. Chop chop. Got any Hamburdo got named last night. Well, Backlash, you keep your two ladies looked after, keep them safe and sound, and hopefully that, like so many hurricanes from your end, soon as they get up around Florida, they start petering off. So let's hope and pray that, you know it doesn't. Didn't you just buy her a tea set last year? I'm gonna have to text Sir Grace, tell him to hide that credit card. Mm-mm-mm. Well, and that's what I was just thinking too. Matt was like, "Oh my God, that's all you guys need," and Miss Ann, what they're going through, and then you know potentially having a 1-2 punch with the two hurricanes coming. Oh man. Yes, I I know, Glenda, and you and Debbie are so close alike that I just know that once we have a little one coming, it's going to be the same thing. What else? Oh, haha! I tried to fly. That didn't work out so well. Um, I was trying to do something nice because Debbie wasn't feeling very well. So I got up with, sorry, my computer just started dinging. I'm unsure why. Um, but yes, 100%. Watching you is going to be like watching my wife whenever it comes time. And then, oh, yes, whenever I tried to fly this weekend. So 4 o'clock Saturday morning, Friday morning, the days just kind of go into one another. I think it was Saturday morning. Yes, because I wasn't even home Friday morning. So, yes, it was Saturday morning. Hank decided that he had to go pee at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, okay, you little, let's go. Well, he really had to pee. His leash got caught around my leg. He went that way. I went that way. And then I went thump. And there I was, laying on the deck, thinking, well, what the hell am I going to do now? But I wasn't, I hadn't even had enough time to, you know how whenever you fall or you do something, you start the self check. Okay, I can move. Yep, that's good. Now, I'm still in a crap load of pain. Um, but it is what it is. Yes, Glenda said that she is buying me bubble wrap for Christmas. And I know damn well. It is what it is. Can't get mad at Hank. He had to go pee. I was 3/4 asleep. So if there's anybody to blame, it's me, not Hankster. Right, Hank? Can't blame you, goober. Nope. So now it's just a matter of, I think I felt every vertebrae crack in my back. So maybe it'll help me. Didn't kill me, so might just help me. And as long as I am good to go by February, it's all I need. Because, you know, we will be loading on a cruise ship in February. And we're still trying to, between me and Mr. Jim, we're still trying to figure out meeting time. Because, yeah, he's been a huge supporter of this channel pretty much since inception. And there's nothing that I want more than to meet. Did you see my video on Facebook? I'm going to say the last one that I watched was Puppers on the balcony. I don't know if that was Facebook. I don't know where that was, but I think that is the last one I saw. I've been making spaghetti sauce all day, so um, I honestly have not Um, I haven't been watching YouTube. I had music turned on and I've been listening to music and oh yeah, Puppers. That was the last one that I think I saw was Puppers. Something about service dogs like cruises also or something. Let me look. Uh, Under your channel or your personal? Oh, well, if you copied Debbie, I'm sure she. When did you post it? Because I've got 4 hours ago. Oh, you said you. Yeah, I'm gonna say because it is not. It's showing. Oh, oh, I knew my wife would. She's usually on the Facebook. I see she's already commented on it, so I'll watch it later though. And something else that you posted can't be seen in Canada because Sparkle Socks before he left um, only allowed certain content to be seen. Oh, Bubs, what's going on? Well, come say hi to Auntie Glenda. I bet you she's going, hi, Hankers. Oh, come here. Come here, you goofball. Ah, see, hi. Hi, Auntie Glenda. Oh, my humans, my little humans are here, so I got to go now. Oh, uh, I'm busy. I gotta go. See you later, guys. Okay, you're out of here. But anyways, no. The one that you copied Debbie 4 hours ago, yeah, we can see. But the one that you posted 5 hours ago, it says this content isn't available in Canada in response to the Canadian government legislation. News content cannot be viewed on Facebook. That's why I'm cutting ties with Facebook. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm sitting here watching you, goober. Oh well. But yeah, no, the one that the one you copied, Debbie, came through. There's no problem. Well, like you said, she's already seen it. So, anyways, folks, we are over an hour, and I've probably got another 8 hours of spaghetti sauce, and I've got a dog that's got to go out. Let's go. Oh yeah, you know, that's horrible. How could you ever share content like that? Coffee. But other than that, guys, it's been rather. I'll take that as a pretty busy week. Trying to fly, I learned very quickly can't fly, and after Hank pulled me down, he came back and stood over me, and the only thing he knows what to do is to give kisses. So there I am laying on the deck, and I'm getting covered in kisses. And Kyle heard a god awful kabang. Well, so it was right outside his bedroom window. So he came flying out. Thank God there was nobody around. And he, it wasn't a big deal. He just kind of scooted over the cooler, and I just jumped up. Well, as quick as I can jump up. But other than that, it is what it is. But if you could keep my old coworker, in your thoughts for losing his daughter last week. She passed, and then my neighbor, keep him in your thoughts and prayers that he has no lifelong issues. Um, Again, if you know of a kid that needs a stern talking to, let me know, because I'll let them know what it's like to live with titanium in your spine being wrapped in titanium, and the knucklehead beside us has saw everything. But again, hopefully, yeah, thanks, Jesse. I appreciate it. We're far too young to be losing, you know, our kids are supposed to bury us. We're not supposed to bury our kids. But, anyways, I have the utmost. I told him to get a hold of my neurosurgeon because if his neurosurgeon is, you know, 4 hours after being airlifted in, he or she decides that it's safe for them to go home, I'm going to call a big old BS. Um, I'm going to call a big old BS. You know, especially trauma, that much trauma to the neck is, you know, been there, done it, got the t shirt, but mine wasn't trauma. Mine was just a, let's just say if I'd be in that situation, if I would have been in that car, it would have been a different outcome. Because I've got three different levels that my spinal cord comes outside of my spine. So it is what it is, and I couldn't open a water bottle whenever Debbie brought me in for my surgery back in 2019. Yes, September 2019. Actually, oh God, I knew today was bothering me. 6 years today than my surgery. I would. I still would be in OR right now, 6 years ago. Funny how I knew that I know it's my good friend of mine's birthday. And now, I'm not sure if I will go live tomorrow. If I do, it might be a little bit later. I can't say anything right now in case somebody's watching. Um, Debbie's birthday is Sunday, 25th. Yeah, Sunday is Debbie's birthday. She's going to be an old lady, but not as old as Jessie. Just saying. But she's a lot older than me. She robbed the cradle. Mm-hmm. But anyways, I got to go and get the rest of my tomatoes going, get them in the pot, start reducing it. Excuse me, start reducing it. And yeah, hopefully everybody has a magnificent day. And I will try to go live tomorrow night. I just don't know if I can. And I will have either Jesse or Glenda post something um, tomorrow if I am or am not. So I'm thinking we will not be live tomorrow night. So, anyways, thank you all for the prayers and good thoughts for the one and only knucklehead beside me. And, you know, I just 22 and to potentially have to go through what I did, it sucks. Hopefully, hopefully the lessons have been learned. Nobody lost their lives. But anyways, take care. God bless. And we will see you on the flip side.